So how it originated, and before that, one practical question to you. Yeah, okay, let's move ahead, and I think then we'll probably get into it. मान लो, let's just say there's a farmer, and this is real, huh? This is something that started like hundreds, maybe thousands of years back. मान लो back in 80s, that is when it was originated. So let's just say there's a farmer. What does he do? He cultivates. Let's just say he cultivates a particular thing. मान लो rice. Sells, gets money, and आगे का तो ठीक है, आगे वो that is fine. Now within this entire spectrum there is only one place जहां पे उसके लिए सबसे ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम है. मान लो cultivation of course is a problem, इसके लिए he will have to work hard on it, so it is a controllable thing. ये उसके लिए controllable element है. Some part of it is uncontrollable, which is let's just say rainfall and all, but that is separate. तो ये मान लो एक controllable element है. This is not really a problem for us. What is his biggest worry for a farmer is कि what price will I get if I sell? What price will I get if I sell? This is his biggest worry. मान लो he has already utilized, when he's cultivating there will be a lot of cost which will be incurred. He will have to, अगर आज के modern day का बात करूं तो modern day farms have a lot of cost. Even earlier also there was a lot of labor and everything involved. Modern there's like way too much cost. पहले भी there was a lot of cost which were incurred. So मान लेते हैं whatever his cost was, his biggest worry is what will be the price which he will get if he were to sell. What is it dependent upon? If you think of it, there are multiple factors that it depends upon. But the biggest factor will be total demand and total supply. These are the two factors that will ultimately end up having an impact on the total amount that he will receive, right? कि मैं जो उगा रहा हूं, मान लो he's cultivating rice. What will be the total demand for rice? What is the total supply for rice? These are the two factors which will ultimately end up impacting his overall selling price and profitability. Now, अब अगर आप सोचो, there are way too many permutation combination. क्या हो सकता है? Total supply can be very high. अगर टोटल सप्लाई वेरी हाई है, मतलब देयर आर थाउजेंड्स ऑफ फार्मर एंड सबका हार्वेस्ट बहुत अच्छा हो गया, मान लो इतना ज्यादा राइस आ गया कि मार्केट में बिक ही नहीं रहा है, तो व्हाट विल हैपन? द प्रॉब्लम विल बी इट विल स्टार्ट सेलिंग फॉर अ वेरी लो प्राइस. So if the total supply is very high, it will start selling for a very low price. If the total supply is very low and you have somehow created a lot of it, in that case the price will be very high. So here the price will be low, here the price will be high. Similar to that, अगर डिमांड अगर लो है तो प्राइस लो है, डिमांड हाई है तो प्राइस हाई है. नाउ अगेन यू ऑल्सो नीड टू लुक एट लो डिमांड, low supply, low demand, high supply, low supply, high demand. So there are multiple combinations and permutations which you can basically do within this. Now the biggest worry for him is that he will not be able to get the price in the future that he feels is what he deserves. तो इसके लिए क्या हो सकता है? He always runs a risk कि मान लो आज we are sitting in the month of August, we are at 3rd of August. मान लो कि एंड ऑफ सितंबर 30th सितंबर को इसका सारा राइस रेडी हो जाएगा, रेडी टू सेल, एंड इसको उस टाइम पे प्राइस का पता चलेगा कि अच्छा व्हाट इज द डिमांड, सप्लाई एंड ऑल ऑफ दोस थिंग्स. So because of that there is one inherent risk associated with this कि 30th September को क्या प्राइस होगा मुझे आज नहीं पता, for obvious reasons. If I ask you what will be the price of gold on 30th September, can you tell me today? No. Can you tell me what will be the price of Reliance Industries on 30th September? Of course you can't. That's like crystal gazing. You can't do that. You can come up with a logical answer, but of course the actuals will always vary. So what they ended up realizing this was I have no control over the price over here, and the price fluctuates a lot. It can go high, it can go low. So because of that, what they started doing, those farmers earlier, was they started selling forward contracts, which is nothing but a forward contract का मतलब क्या हुआ? That on 3rd of August he says I am entering into a forward contract by saying that whatever is the price of rice on 30th September doesn't matter. मैं 30th September में आपको 40 rupees per kg में राइस बेचूंगा. This is an agreement that we have reached into. So here they have reached into an agreement by saying that on 30th of September, no matter what the price कुछ भी हो, price चाहे whether the price is, for example, whether the price is 100 or whether the price is 20, doesn't matter. I am going to sell it to you at 40. This is called a forward contract, wherein you are agreeing to buy or sell a certain commodity or a certain security at a certain point of time into the future at a fixed price. So क्या क्या तीन elements है इसमें? The elements over here are, the element number one is an underlying. In this case, the underlying is what? Rice. Second thing is fixed date. What date have I fixed? 30th September. Third thing is what? Fixed price. The price that I fixed is 40 rupees per kg. One more element to this is always fixed quantity. कितना बेचोगे? ऐसा थोड़ी कि 40 rupees fix कर दिया. Now assume that the price is 20. So he'll be like मेरे से 10,000 kgs ले लो. And if the price is 100, he will say ठीक है, I'll sell you 1 kg for 40 rupees. बाकी मैं I'll keep it to myself. So doesn't work that way. So you have to specify all the parameters so that you can end up executing this contract. So you specify that you will sell rice on 30th September for 40 rupees per kg, and say suppose you will sell 10,000 kgs, 10k kgs of rice. Now this becomes, what does this become? This becomes a forward contract. इसको forward क्यों बोलते हैं? You call it forward because it will be executed later. So it's a forward looking thing. You have put a forward looking statement कि 30th September को I am going to sell you 10,000 kilos of rice at 40 rupees per kg. Market का price is irrelevant. So this is a forward agreement.